Hey, this is Matt once again. We're about to another video. This is another paid request, this time for SplitSin91. Thank you so much for that. And for those interested in requesting pretty much any type of videos, topics, reactions, commentaries, reviews, re-reviews, randomness, out of the blueness, whatever it may be, feel free to send it either directly to my PayPal or join my Patreon. Both links are down below in the info box under the video. And this might not be a long video, because he wanted me to rank the Monsterverse movies. And the thing is, there's only been 4 of them. Constant Island, Godzilla King of the Monsters, Godzilla vs. Kong, and of course the 2014 Godzilla. And really, that's my ranking. Okay, video's over. Bad, it's not even a minute long. No. Of the 4, yes, Constant Island is easily my favorite. That's right, I love the original 1930s King Kong. I don't mind the 70s one. I hate the Peter Jackson one. I saw it in the theater. I was bored to tears. Took an hour to get to the island. I know it was supposed to be for character development, but I don't think they did a good job with character development. I think Jack Black was miscast. I think there's a lot of really ridiculous scenes, like King Kong on the ice doing his, I don't know, twisty Yamaguchi. I just didn't give a rat's ass about that movie. This one I really enjoyed. The director, I would be curious to see what he does next. And I know there was talks of him doing Metal Gear Solid, but I guess that disappeared. I liked his visual style. I love the idea of making it into a Vietnam era 70s mixed in with the King Kong mythos. So you have like the military involved in that. It's a movie where Brie Larson doesn't make me blow my brains out. Tom Hiddleston was fine, although I mean there's other people would have cast, and there's not a whole lot to his character. The other guy, John C. Reilly, he was definitely, I think, more interesting, and I really liked him. You know, Sam Jackson doing his Sam Jackson thing. But I just love, it felt like it had the right pacing to it. And it has a distinct look and style in terms of editing. I love how at times there's like, ooh, shit moments. Like there's a fucking Cannibal Holocaust reference with the big spider and it skewers the person into their mouth, and I'm like, ooh, shit. Like, people who've seen the movie, you know what I'm talking about. So stuff like that was pretty cool, and it had some fun action sequences. And like in all these movies, yes, the humans have to help out the monster, but at least I did get a decent amount of King Kong fucking stuff up, and you know, either protecting him and his land or fighting these monsters. So again, like the cast, people like John C. Reilly, I actually cared about. Tom Hiddleston, like, I don't mind them in the movie. I can deal with them. Like I said, there's other actors I just prefer more, or maybe give a little bit more to him. But he was fine compared to some of the other actors in some of these other movies. Like Godzilla vs. Kong, I can't tell you a single fucking person I gave a rat's ass about. I'll get to that in a few minutes. But Tom Hiddleston I can deal with. And like I said, when Brie Larson doesn't make me want to spit out my phlegm, this says something. So yeah, Constant Island to me is easily the best of those 4 movies. More Constant Island, less of these other type of films. So it gets to what would ranking number 2 be, and this is tough. But ultimately, I did pick King of the Monsters, because at least I liked the scenes with Rodan. I actually thought the Rodan scenes were pretty neat and made me wish for a Rodan movie, honestly. I mean, can't we just have a movie of just Rodan? Maybe do that to the guy who did Constant Island. It was cool to see Mothra and the technology and the effects on Mothra. It was cool to see that. I still, that's the thing. Kong Skull Island to me had great battles. I like the way it's shot, the lighting. King of the Monsters, there were times where it was either dark or rainy. You barely get a good catch of the battle. And then it felt like there wasn't that many in terms of battle. Like I said, the Rodan with the helicopter I thought was the best scene in the movie. Or at least one of. And like yet again, just like in the 2014 film, we have to have the humans help Godzilla and Millie Bobby Brown. I really at this point don't give a rat's ass about her. Based on all I've heard about her behavior and her being a little bitch. I just don't give a rat's ass about Millie Bobby Brown being almost as likable as the actual Bobby Brown. I mean, I would say she's more tolerable here than in Godzilla vs. Kong. But, like, the human characters, I didn't give a rat's ass really about any of them. I think really it's just superficially. That's a film when I watched, I went, I don't know if I hate this. But then as time has went on, I'm like, I don't really like the film. Never cared to see the film again. I mean, Godzilla gets fucked up, and then this long time of no Godzilla. That's the thing. Kong Skull Island felt like King Kong was in it throughout the entire movie. I mean, 5 minutes in, you see a bit of Kong. You get some backdrop, and there's Kong fucked up the helicopter. There's Kong doing this, Kong doing that. It felt like he didn't disappear for 30 fucking minutes. And if that was the case, it didn't feel that way. Here, Godzilla felt like he just disappears because he's dead, but he's dormant. They gotta do this. One of the only things I liked about it was, again, seeing Mothra, seeing Rodan, Ken Watanabe. He did the best he could. I remember the mom character being such a dunce in that movie. Just such a total moron. And to be honest, I don't even remember much about the movie. I just remember not making me as mad as the other two. That's really why I put it above the other two. It didn't make me as mad. That's a film that was a better trailer than a movie. At least in my opinion. And then next I put Godzilla vs. Kong. I'm not a fan of that film. I know I'm in the minority. And here's the thing, when people are like, you don't like when people disagree with you. Have you seen my Godzilla vs. Kong review? Have you read the comments in that? 99% of the people disagree with me on that review. And that's fine. I didn't blast them. I didn't delete the comments. And the only time comments get deleted is either if someone really, really pushes it, like calling my mom names, or say, you fucking suck dick. Well, then fuck you. Or when YouTube deletes it, because YouTube just deletes whatever the fuck they want with comments. And I'm getting sick of that, because I'm sick of these goddamn porn bot ads. No, I don't need, I'm over 18. Cool. Are you over 30? I prefer that. What can I say? I'm getting older in age. I prefer over 30. Are you that? Do that. Put that shit in there. And stop being in a different language and stop trying to sell me on your fucking porn, YouTube. Every fucking video I upload is goddamn 50 fucking porn bots. It's like you delete fucking comments I want there, but then you allow these comments. Delete those fucking comments, YouTube. Fuck's sake. God damn it. So yeah, if you wonder why a comment disappears and you wonder if I deleted it, again, YouTube deletes shit, and I've deleted comments, but it's only when people are like, fuck you, asshole. I'm like, well, fuck you too. Why should it be fair when fuck you? Fuck you then. Suck a ball. Sack. Just like Godzilla vs. Kong, in my opinion, sucks ball sacks. I think for a movie called Versus, there was not a lot of verses. I thought there was, other than the bit in the third act, there wasn't a whole lot of action. I thought King Kong, they fucked him up. I don't give a shit about his inner Earth home. Because that felt like a completely different movie. That felt like something to say for King Kong 2. I'm like, this is something that should just be a King Kong 2. Not Godzilla vs. Kong. This whole place in the Earth. You know, the same one that Godzilla shoots into the ground and does an atomic blast to like almost the middle of the fucking Earth, and then King Kong climbs up, and it takes him like 2 minutes to climb that much of Earth to get to the fucking top. And they made King Kong, in my opinion, to a pussy. I know people disagree with that. It's like King Kong couldn't do much to them, and then even with this big axe, they couldn't do much to this shit. And I knew Godzilla would win. Actually, no, that's not true. That's a lie. That's a lie. That's a flat out lie. I will admit, I did think, like a lot of verses, they would not have a winner. And to be fair, I was proven wrong. They did have a winner. It was Godzilla. It is what it is. I just would have preferred King Kong because I like King Kong much better than Godzilla in this universe because I like his movie. I don't like Godzilla's movies. I like the old Godzilla movies. Give me, versus the Smog Monster any day. Give me GMK with the evil dead-eyed Godzilla. The Godzilla with the evil dead eyes. He would kick the shit out of this Godzilla in 5 minutes. But I just don't care about this fat-ass Godzilla. I don't care about the human characters. This probably has the worst human cast in all 4 movies. Because at least 2014 Godzilla, which I'll get to, has Bryan Cranston. Just they made a fatal mistake with that, which I'll get to. But this has the worst human cast of all 4 movies. Who am I supposed to give a shit about? The guys on Kong's side? Don't give a fuck about them. Millie Bobby Brown and her buddies? Didn't give a shit about them. I think they have to team up to fight Doomsday. I mean, fucking Mechagodzilla, which is defeated by spilling shit on a fucking computer or whatever the hell. I'm like, you can't wait for Mechagodzilla? You had to put him in there? Okay. I just feel like, hey, Godzilla's going to beat King Kong, but let King Kong at least fuck up Mechagodzilla. So I guess, in a way, that's them trying to have your cake and eat it too, to be fair. But it's just, when I don't care about the human characters and it feels overlong and plotting, when it don't feel there's as much verses as it can be, and at least have King Kong win one of the fights. Even if it's one of those, Kong wins one, Godzilla wins one, then the final bout. I didn't really feel that way. That's what it felt like. Kong was just dealt a pussy blow. Which again, considering I think he made the best of the 4 movies, I think it's bullshit, but again, if you had the money, I would rather them either go with one of the monsters' point of view, like Kong's point of view, be very different and daring with it, whereas his point of view, and he's hunted by Godzilla, and Godzilla's evil, but then he's going to protect these people, and he's the underdog, and he's getting blasted, he's getting hurt, he's getting bruised, but he comes back, he has an underdog spirit, especially when if you got that axe thing, he's able to win and save the day, kill Godzilla. That would never happen, so I don't know what the hell I'm thinking. But that would be fucking daring, and it would piss a lot of people off, and I'm like, I don't care, because I care about my enjoyment. Because I think For let's face it, when you're watching a movie, you care about how you yourself feel. I don't get this sentiment of, but I may like it, but these people won't. Yeah, if you're directing the film, I get it, because you want to sell your movie. But if you're a viewer, yeah, you want what you want, because you're the viewer. You watch the movie for your pleasure. I'm not. I'm not watching a movie so you like it. I'm watching the movie so I hope I like it. But anyway, I did a review of Godzilla vs. Kong. I stand by what I said, and I stand by what I said. I still do not like the film. I don't think the film will be that remembered. I just don't. And number 4, Godzilla 2014 is still the worst of the worst. It's Athlete's Foot. It's Jock Itch. I still hate that movie with a passion. Well, not with a passion, but I still think that movie sucks. I did what the director was doing to try to hide Godzilla's appearance. It was try to do something a bit different where you see Godzilla, but you only see hints and pieces, and try to get the scale of just how big and menacing Godzilla is. But you know what? You can't cut these people for the entire damn film. And that's what it felt like. You didn't already see a fight, the door's closed. You already see this, it cuts away. One time, sure. Twice, okay, getting sketchy. 3 times, fuck you. And even the fight at the end, I don't care about the villain creatures. What the fuck were they called? The muchachos? What the fuck were they called? Mutados? Muchachos? Nacho Libre. I don't remember what the fuck they were called, honestly. I don't care. Because they were lame fucking creatures, and barely anyone remembers them fucking things. How much... Fuck, they're not Gaidan. Fuck, they're not even Megalon. They ain't worth spit. And then Bryan Cranston, great actor, interesting, with the backstory of his wife dying, and then maybe Godzilla hand in it, or maybe these other creatures that had a hand in it. He's obsessed. And what do? They kill off the best actor and the most interesting character off too damn early. They kill him off before Godzilla even enters the fucking picture. I'm not talking about, oh, there's one brief scene you see. No, when Godzilla actually enters the picture, Bryan Cranston dies. That was the most fatal mistake they made, and we're stuck with Aaron Taylor Johnson's Ford Brody. He ain't Ford tough. He's a terrible, boring character with a lack of personality. If he was that goddamn good, they would have brought him back. They brought back Ken Watanabe. Even other people, Millie Bobby Brown. Now, maybe that was Aaron Taylor Johnson's. But hey, if they paid him enough money, I bet he would fucking do it. They're like, nah, no one gives a shit about Ford Brody. Just leave it alone. No one gives a flying fuck about Ford Brody. I sure as hell didn't. Did you? So what the fuck am I supposed to care? And the ending, oh, it's such a epic battle. Really? He did this? He did this. Most of it was him getting his ass kicked. And once again, it's like in King of the Monsters. He gets his ass kicked. The humans do something. And they did the same thing with King Kong. He does ass kicked in Godzilla vs. Kong. Butt fucked by Godzilla on national TV, Dwayne. And then the fucking humans have to give him a goddamn CPR thing. I mean, even Coastal Island did that. Why is every fucking movie they do that? But Coastal Island, the way it's done there, I could deal with. I could deal with in that. But goddamn, man. It says something when I think of Godzilla Final Wars. And despite those battles being quick, Godzilla was a badass motherfucker in that. and I appreciate it. Again, just the battles were there's so many to put in there, just too damn quick. Some of them needed more breathing room. But I mean, hey, you want to see a Godzilla kick ass? Godzilla Final Wars would do that, and that's one reason why I actually like that movie. But I think that's the thing is that the 2014 Godzilla does not have the charm of like the Son of Godzilla, Godzilla versus Sea Monster. It doesn't have that charm with the old school effects and the dubbing and all that, the old school music from beginning to end. So it, like I said, it doesn't have that the nostalgia or charm. The CGI just of Godzilla and the design just doesn't do much for me personally. It doesn't have the balls to the wall craziness of like the trippy, weird acid trip of Smog Monster or the fun bit of camp of Jet Jaguar Megalon or the insanity of Final Wars. GMK, again with the evil, like dead-eye looking Godzilla, that's a actually a pretty damn decent film. Just Godzilla 2014, just a bore and a chore to sit through. I mean, I'm sure, I know there's a lot of fans of it, but I just don't see going back to that film and getting a lot of enjoyment out of. But that's just me. So that to me is the worst of the four. I know there's talks of a Godzilla TV series, and apparently Kurt Russell's a part of it. Like, that'd be the only reason for me to watch is Kurt Russell. I don't know how they're going to handle a TV series, because that means Godzilla's probably going to be in it even less for the budget. Or he's in it and it's not going to look as good. I don't know. With that said, thanks for watching. Take care. We'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.